I will tell you when it's live. Yeah, we're good. All right. Welcome everyone to the first. Actually. All right. We're gonna go here first. Welcome everyone to the first exit poll live stream from the Badger Herald. I'm one of your hosts, Lucas. My other host can introduce themselves.
Jeff. And I'm Abigail.
Yeah, so we are here just outside of Duraskeller in Memorial Union. We're going to be interviewing people, giving them candy. Feel free to come and visit if you can. And we have our first interviewee right here.
So if you feel comfortable with it, what's your name?
My name's Kate.
Nice to meet you, Kate.
Yeah.
And you just got finished voting?
I voted earlier today.
Okay.
At like 11.
That's probably a good idea too. You
Yeah.
beat the rush.
I was trying to beat the lunch rush, you know? So it's fine.
And how was the registration process before you voted?
What's nice is I was already registered. I just got married this year, so I had to do like the name change thing. But yeah, it was smooth. Everything was updated.
Have you been a Wisconsin resident for a while?
Yeah, I've been here my whole life.
Got it.
Yeah.
And then I guess the registration process was good. Was the voting quick? Like how long did it take overall?
Oh, it was fast. So I live in Monona. So it's yeah, it was pretty fast. Like in and out. Parking was easy. I can't say there were any issues. Yeah, drama free.
Awesome. And what issues were most important to you in this election?
Ooh, most important to me was definitely abortion. Yeah, access to legal and safe abortion is the most important.
Would you consider that a deal breaker if a candidate supported or did not support abortion legality?
100%. Well, here's the thing: is it used to be a wedge issue, and it's not anymore.
Yeah, I see what you mean there. There was a lot of other questions on the ballot, and a lot of candidates I don't think a lot of people were familiar with going into.
Yeah.
For instance, was there any candidates such as the Attorney General that you knew anything about going in?
Josh Tall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was familiar with him, having voted for him in the past, but I wouldn't say that was one that I was necessarily really worried about. For me, it was more the governor race, thinking about Senate race. Johnson. And Jimmy Anderson is my rep, so he's really cool. I'm hoping that he makes it through.
Yes.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, are you feeling optimistic that the candidates you voted for are going to win this midterm election?
I no longer get optimistic ever in elections. Yeah. No, I just it's too much of a roller coaster, so I just try to have no expectations.
What do you think leading up to the election would have helped maybe rally people that support the candidates you like to kind of vote earlier, get more into the midterms? Because unless you're really politically involved, I think a lot of people don't pay as much attention.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I got my degree here in poli-sci back in 2013, and I still can't tell you that I know the answer to that. As somebody who does vote in like every single election, even the little ones, I'm annoyed by the 85 text messages I got a day for this election. I was like, yeah, I get it. Like
awesome.
Election day. So.
Do you guys have anything else you want?
No, I don't have anything else.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I have one more thing I want to add.
Go ahead, anything you want.
I'm one of those people that really takes it seriously, being able to vote, especially as a woman, because it wasn't very long ago that women couldn't even vote, and I think a lot of people forget that. So whenever I vote, I'm like that person that's like tearing up at the voting booth. Like, and then this year, like the fact that abortion was on the ballot at all, and that I had to vote to keep that safe or not, yeah, that was extra emotional on that part for me. So
Of course.
I just hope people vote. I don't care how they vote. I just hope they do.
I agree.
Thanks for the candy, guys.
Of
course.
Thank you for coming on.
Thanks for talking to us too.
Yeah, thanks.
Have a good night.
So I'm gonna go do some pottery.
Sounds good. All right.
All right. Well, that is
I'm gonna
our
switch.
first one in the bag. Yeah.
It's exciting.
Yeah, definitely.
You guys got a few more hours left to vote. Like she said, doesn't matter how you vote, just go out to the polls.
Absolutely.
It's really easy to register.
It is very easy to register. I just registered today.
Same.
'Cause I totally thought I was voting in Minnesota until today.
Really?
Yeah, well, because normally I vote there, but I just get an absentee ballot, but I forgot, and I figured, I might as well vote somewhere.
I actually voted New Jersey last election, but New Jersey politics is not as purple as it is in Wisconsin, so
Yeah, it is pretty.
it matters less if regardless of what party you're in.
Yeah, absolutely.
Whether you're a Republican or a Democrat, your vote matters more in Wisconsin just because it's so close every election. In New Jersey, that's just not the case. It kind of goes blue every time.
Yeah, definitely.
What have you guys been hearing about that? I hear Wisconsin, Arizona, and Georgia are the 3 major ones to watch right now.
Yeah.
I hear Pennsylvania too.
Pennsylvania. Dude, Pennsylvania's a wild one. Dr.
It's a
Oz
mess.
is running, man.
It's Oz versus Federer.
I know.
That's
Dude,
crazy.
it is a crazy thing. When I heard Dr. Oz was running, I thought it was a joke at first, but it is real. And like, I mean, it's such a close race. I mean, everything about it is crazy.
What I hear, I was actually listening to a podcast this morning about how Pennsylvania specifically, there's groups talking about invalidating or like challenging the election results because it's so close.
No, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a recount there. I mean, and now, I mean, I think the first polls have already closed in Indiana, I want to say.
I was just looking at some stuff about Georgia. It's got no counts yet.
Yep. A lot of the counts won't be coming in until later. I believe Indiana is the first to close, but don't quote me on that. Yeah, Indiana and is that Kentucky? Yeah, Indiana and Kentucky are going to be the first to close. 6 p.m. Is this Eastern? Is this on Eastern time? Yeah, Eastern time. 7 p.m. Some of the other states on the East Coast close. Yeah. Yeah, so 9...
Wisconsin closes at 8 p.m.
8 p.m., yep. Yep, 8 p.m., 9 p.m. Eastern. Wisconsin closes. Yeah, and I mean, it's definitely going to be an interesting election. I know in Wisconsin, abortion is very fresh on people's minds, as she just said. I know marijuana legalization was on the ballot when I voted. That was but that was a county thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, which is big. I'm trying to think, what other issues have you noticed people are really talking about?
I know education.
Education,
is a big one.
yeah.
And school choice.
School choice.
See, when we did our, we hosted a debate between the chair of the college Republicans and college Democrats.
Yes, we did.
And that was the last question we asked, was about school choice.
Yeah. There's also, I believe, gun laws are going to be a big thing. And I know that was a factor I looked at,
Yes.
what they're thinking about that. And the U.S. Senate, I know they're talking about, like, environmental climate change. There's been discussions.
I know Tony Evers has been talking about really going down like the path of green energy. And I know that's really been a big issue recently.
Can't tell people are like looking at us.
Yeah, people
Yeah.
are looking at it. No one's
People
stopped
watching
yet.
back.
Here,
We have a little sign
I
going
might call
on.
them out.
Yeah, we have a little sign saying we're giving out candy
What?
for it.
So you guys are set up at the wrong because they're going to
This is where we were kind of able to set up.
Yeah. I
Because
don't know if we can set up in,
can't
like, the
we
coffee
can't
or-
block any kind of entranceway with it at all, unfortunately, any kind of hallway. So this is the best we were able to do.
We got one person already.
Yeah, we
only
did
been
get
here for,
one
like, 10
person.
minutes.
I would like, there's like people outside doing a lot of different things going on for today. But if you want to ask them, I feel like it would like, it's not against the rules, I think like go up to the polling place.
Yeah, that is against the rules.
It was.
We can't be within 100 feet of the polling place. And
with
if we're
your
upstairs,
equipment or like with you?
with a camera at all.
See, I think
I like the question.
Yeah, I called the election commission earlier to talk about it. Yeah.
There was something like that, 100 feet? Is that
Yeah, it's 100 feet, so we can't really go upstairs with any of this stuff, unfortunately.
But can you go?
we can move if
We can move, but
We got one person already.
yeah, we
That's
did get
good,
one
that's good.
person. One of us should go and
I like
stand
it.
like down there.
And
Yeah.
then try to
I
get
mean, maybe
people
like
done
walk
here.
up and down this way and like attract people over here because people are there. Also, I didn't have time to go to the office yet because I have to go pick up food and then go. So you guys have these shoddy passes for now. I didn't know you weren't here.
Honestly,
Yeah, we
There you go.
already had, the manager came up as fine
let's
because I
go.
got it approved with the communications
That's what I
director and
figured.
stuff, but yeah.
Anyone else? Maybe last minute.
it's okay.
And
This was an
I'm
experiment.
affiliated.
Yeah.
There you go. You went to the Chazen earlier?
Yes.
How did that go?
Kat and I went outside there. We walked around there in Library Mall.
Okay.
We got a ton of videos. I think we sent them to Madison.
Oh, you did already.
Yeah.
Cool.
What I'm surprised about is there's not a lot of people.
Hi. No, voting is down that way.
After you vote, if you want to get interviewed,
Yeah, we
free.
have free candy for anyone who does the interview.
I'll do an interview.
You'll do an interview?
Yeah, I'm in a meeting and I said I was going to the bathroom, so if we can make it quick.
That's fine.
Oh, that's totally
give
fine.
Him,
I got some.
Good
give,
job,
give him the
guys.
quick and easy version.
Here, we got some tape there. I like the shoes, by the way.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah. So if you're comfortable with it, what's your name?
I'm Trevor.
Trevor. Nice to meet you, Trevor.
Great to meet you.
I'm Jeff,
I'm Lucas.
I'm Abigail.
and we're with the Badger Herald. So, how did you feel about the voting registration process? Do you think it was easy, difficult?
I think it was pretty easy. I schlepped all the way to Union South to get my voter card. Then I ran into someone at the polls who said he printed it out, like at home. So it would have been nice to know that before I went. But aside from that, I can't complain. Being able to register same day was great. I live out of state in California, so I last voted in California. So being in Wisconsin and having it not be like daunting was really easy. Even though I left it to like the last day, I could have done the pre-voting registration, the pre-voting, whatever. So it was good. Thought it was well done.
And how long did it take you to vote?
The whole process took me maybe like 90 minutes, and that includes walking to Union South, waiting in line, printing the voting card, walking back to the Lowell Center, which was my polling station, registering.
Awesome. What were some issues that were most important to you this election?
For me, it's kind of difficult because like there were so many big issues that were coming up. So I think like I'm always torn between the social issues and the fiscal issues. For me, it was really important the referendum on marijuana. I think marijuana should be legal, make a lot of money for the state. I don't think that's a controversial opinion around here. I also was really looking to like reaffirm women's rights in healthcare. Like for me, that was a huge deal. Being able to cast my ballot and say that women should have the right to a safe abortion was big for me personally. That was important. And then having a Senate race in a purple state was pretty huge because back where I'm from in California, you basically know which way the vote's going to go. So whether or not you agree with it, it doesn't really feel like your voice matters. But if you're in a state like Wisconsin and this is like a huge election, whichever side you're on, you know that vote could make the difference for the candidate that you want. So that was like for the first time in my life, I'm actually getting to feel like my voice matters because I'm not in a state where I know which way the ballot's going to go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Are you feeling optimistic that the candidates you voted for are going to succeed?
To be honest, I have no clue. I think everyone knows this is going to be such a tight race, governor and Senate. So I was really interested that some of the smaller positions were uncontested. I thought that was something that only happened in like my local club. I thought it was pretty unbelievable that there would be an uncontested government position on a ballot this year. So that was a little surprising. I don't know, maybe there's a law or something that I'm ignorant of. I don't feel confident either way. I mean, like this is like one of the most, people spend the most money in this state on ads. You can't get away from it. So I have no clue.
And I will add to that, another weird thing was the Secretary of State race had 4 parties. So like that was, honestly, I expected there to be more third parties throughout the thing, and the one that had 4 parties was just the Secretary of State. So
Yeah,
strange.
It's weird. I definitely like, I'm not going to start my own political party. I do think it's a bad idea to have 2 parties, because what if you don't agree with, like what if you agree with a lot of something that one party is saying, but then you have this one part where you really disagree, and that could be applicable to either. I think a lot of people, it's very easy, this is just my opinion, right? It's very easy for the parties to say, hey, look at this one issue where the 2 parties disagree. We're going to make you care about this issue, or tap into the fact that you care about this issue, and that's going to mean that when you see Democrat or Republican, you immediately vote for that one thing. When in reality, voting for someone to represent you is much more diverse of an experience than, I care about this one thing, I'm a single issue voter, or like, this one thing's so important. So if you're somebody who's got interests on both sides of the aisle, which I feel like most people are, most rational people can see the other side a little bit, it gets frustrating where you have to pick between A or B. It's like, we have 2 political parties, we have like 10 media companies that we could choose from. It's the problem of like, we want diversification that will help us. That's what this country was built on. It's a little scary that we have to choose between red or blue. That's my personal opinion.
Yeah, definitely.
Love it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, grab some candy if you want.
I hope some of this was usable.
Absolutely.
No,
I'm
you're
like the
good.
guy that always raises his hand in discussion.
Of course, that's what we want. That's what we want.
Awesome. Well, that's the second one down in, what, 15 minutes? I
think I know that guy, too.
15 minutes on the dot. Beautiful.
Here, wait. You know what I want to do?
What's up?
Can we move me over a little
RJ.
bit?
Oh, yeah, so that you can see.
Yeah.
Somebody said hi to you, Abigail.
Is it okay?
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
I
as long as
told
it's-
that
You're
person,
at
I
the-
told
you're
that
at-
person to watch my live stream.
Hang on.
No, we'll be good with this. Yep.
Right, yeah, then we can have.
Also, I have the questions open if you guys want to chip in at any point.
Yeah.
Just like-
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I
Sounds good.
can move this back just a little bit farther. There. Wait, no, that's loose. There we go. That works.
I thought that point you made was interesting about the independents or like other parties. Have you guys heard
Yeah,
much
there.
about
I
that?
did notice there were a lot of. Well, not a lot, but there was one. Yeah, like 4 candidates. You said for Secretary of State.
Yes, there was
Yeah,
a
there's
Green
4
Party and a Libertarian.
4 candidates on the ballot. There was I forget which position it was, but there was only one person running. They were running uncontested. And then there were a couple others where you like independent, like Constitution Party. I saw on the
Yep.
ballot this like today. I saw like Libertarian Party, stuff like that. Yeah, and I don't know what role do you guys think third parties are going to play going into the future?
I think that there's a lot of gridlock in the way that there's 2 parties, and I think that, at least from the research I've done, if ranked choice voting ever gets adopted, whether in states or across the country, that could introduce more third parties, because if you hate both major parties but you hate one a little less, they take all those votes of I hate them a little less. But if you hate both parties but there's one that's a little less popular that you're a little more indifferent on, with ranked choice voting they might actually get more positive results.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think the main impact those parties are going to have in a state like Wisconsin, even now, is like taking away the moderate voters. Is what I guess, because I think
Just
both.
remind me who you're with so I can look out for the
Badger
The Badger
Badger
Arrow.
Herald.
Awesome, thanks,
Yeah.
Yeah, we're running a live stream right now.
Oh, it's live stream.
Yeah, I was live.
Any good comments?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, not really. Awesome stuff.
Yeah,
We might cut some out though and use it for material though.
I'm okay with all of that.
Sounds good.
awesome. Thanks.
Thanks, guys.
Love that guy.
I think I know him.
Really?
Lots of
I
people
like
willing to talk
recognize
to
him
them.
somewhere.
Yeah, I'm honestly surprised we got 2 people in 15 minutes. Normally it's worse than that.
I know everyone's kind of rushing by.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't blame them. I wouldn't really want to talk to people, but at the same time, it is fun. I'm just eating these Sour Punch things. These are like crack.
yeah, come get candy if
Come
you
get
wanna.
candy.
If you want to be part of this, share your opinions.
Anyway, back to the issue of third parties.
Yeah.
I think that in some ways, the third parties that exist right now, they actually take away more fringe voters than they do moderates.
Yeah. Why
Because
is
the
that?
Green Party is almost more of like a socialist party than the Democratic Party is.
Fair.
And Libertarian and Constitution Party are in many ways like way more fiscally conservative than the Republican Party is. So,
Yeah. I mean, the Constitution Party is also more socially conservative than libertarian.
yeah, they're more of traditionalist kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so like I think especially the Libertarian Party has always kind of had a voice. I mean, like there are a lot of people who run as Republicans that identify as Libertarians.
Yeah.
I know like Rand Paul is an example.
Ron Paul too. He's like the flag bearer for
Yeah.
Libertarian Republicans.
Yeah. I mean, it's just one of those things. But yeah, I don't know. I really don't know what role third parties are going to take at the moment. But I think we're going to start seeing more and more as the future goes on, and I think more people become kind of discontented with one party stance or another.
Yeah. I think since in the past few years, it's gotten a lot more extreme to 2 political parties, so people are starting to get a little fed up. I actually met at the Capitol the other day a 22-year-old who was running for governor.
A 22.
As a write-in, he was trying to run for governor. I couldn't find him on the internet, so I don't think he had as much of a following, but
Interesting.
his name was Seth Harkin, if anyone hears of him. But he was campaigning at the Capitol, said he was going around Wisconsin. But I think he was honestly just fed up with the situation
Yeah.
of the 2 parties.
Yeah, I think that reflects like a lot of people's feelings. That's interesting. I mean, how many people do you think run as write-ins that we just don't know about here?
a
We don't
ton.
get the same media
Lot.
coverage.
Yeah.
Well, they really don't. I mean, they don't have the money, I don't think.
Yeah, definitely.
With all the political ads, like every YouTube video I watched, it was like
YouTube, Hulu, anything with ads on it.
everything.
It's Mandela Barnes, Ron Johnson, Tim Michaels,
Yeah.
Tony Evers.
So
It's-
much.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna turn that sign a little bit so it catches the people coming this way.
Okay, yeah.
Good idea.
Good idea.
Because if they come this way,
Try
they
and
see
hurt
this
more
for sure.
people.
Yes. I just did Madison post the live stream yet? No. Actually, it's not. Oh, my computer's already getting hot.
I just got another text, another election day text. I can still vote till 8 p.m. Just a reminder, you can still vote till 8
You
p.m.
can still vote until 8
Yeah.
p.m. No post on.
What's up? You want to get interviewed for the Badger Herald?
Huh?
You want to get interviewed? No.
You get free candy.
You do get free candy.
Really? What question is it?
I just asked you how your voting experience was.
Oh, okay, then we can answer that. We went
Hey,
together.
you don't even have to say your name unless you want it.
I can say mine. Okay, I can do it.
All right, sounds good.
right.
Stand on that tape. All right, so if you feel comfortable with it, want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Katie Peterson. I'm a junior here at UW-Madison.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So how was the registration process for you today?
It was good. I actually registered today at my polling place, and it was pretty easy. I just had to get a voting registration card from Union South. Super easy. It took like 10 minutes.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was really easy.
And then voting, how long did it take?
I was probably in there for about 15 minutes, so not too much, but definitely worth it.
And then what issues would you say are most important to you in this election?
So the issues that are most important to me, definitely the abortion issue. I was really glad to see that was on the ballot as one of the referendum options. That's definitely like one of the most pressing issues for me right now.
And that's probably, is that a deal breaker for you if a candidate supports or doesn't support that?
Yes.
Are you optimistic that the candidate seems like you guys want to go. So, is there anything else you want to say about?
I think I'm good. No, it was a good experience.
Of course.
Sweet, can I have some candy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
get all the
thank
candy
you.
you want. We're collecting
Have
data.
a good day.
I know her too. I know everybody.
Well, so many people saying abortion is a landmark issue for them. Why do you guys think that's a big deal right now? Because I think it's been an issue before.
Yeah, but I mean now it's no longer federally protected.
Yeah.
I think that's the big thing of why it's such an issue at the moment is, previously, yes, it was always an issue on people's minds, but now there's no longer federal protection over it. So voting on that issue in this state really matters now. So I think that's why it's so fresh on people's minds at the moment.
Yeah.
Any word on what Twitter is saying about the election and things, Jeff?
I don't have the Twitter feed open right now. I have the Slack feed open, but if any of you guys want to,
Yeah. There hasn't been too much happening quite yet, just because we don't have.
They're good. Don't look at me like that. We have 0 viewers.
We have zero.
We have 0
viewers.
viewers.
no, it's okay. This can just be material for future.
For future podcasts at this
Yeah.
point. Honestly, I'm just glad the live stream worked out all right.
This is an experiment.
This is very good.
The biggest issue is I just wish I had a capture card, so then I can hook up like a real camera to my computer to it.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Yeah.
So you guys gonna put this in future podcasts?
I think we could take their answers and maybe not let Nick
If
say
we,
the last
if we
name.
can get the audio good enough, that's the issue. Is right now the audio, it's all right, but it isn't great because I was really counting on being able to use that microphone. But it is what it is.
Yep. Yo, we have 20 viewers.
You do?
No. We have one. I think it's me.
Yeah, it is you.
I mean, my friend RJ was viewing it for a second. He's probably got tired of it.
I don't have enough questions.
What?
I don't have enough questions.
You don't have questions?
I don't have enough.
How many? Like, what other questions do we want to ask?
I don't know. Should I like call people out? Be like, hey, you want to get interviewed?
I don't know.
Hey, you want to get interviewed?
For
for candy?
Sure.
It's about voting.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
You're
Just about
nothing
your voting
nothing
experience.
partisan.
Yeah, you don't have to
Overall
say your
voting
full name or anything like
experience.
that.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm Jeff. This is Abigail and Lucas. We're with the Badger Herald.
Okay.
And we're just collecting video and audio about people and their voting experiences. So, did you vote?
I did. Yeah.
Was it today?
I did an absentee ballot, but
Got it.
What state are you from?
Wisconsin.
Okay.
And how
So was voting in like your local election really important to you then?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah?
This is the first time I could vote, so I thought it was important.
what issues were the most important to you going into this?
Abortion and that was the main one for me, I think.
Were you happy to see that like as its own referendum thing on the ballot?
I was, yeah.
Are you optimistic that the candidates you support are going to win in Wisconsin?
I think so. Hopefully.
Do you also think a lot of your friends like were rallied to go vote this time around?
I think so. I think everyone thought it was pretty important that their voices were heard and everyone matters.
Yeah. Do you guys have anything else to ask?
No. You're free to take as much candy as you want. Yeah.
Thank you.
Anna, you want candy? Okay.
Okay, thanks guys.
Yeah,
course.
thank you. Oh, we have 3 viewers.
Oh, so intriguing.
Interesting.
You might be one of them now.
Well, hello everyone. Welcome to the Badger Herald Exit Poll live stream.
Yeah.
We're just here talking to people. We are live from Memorial Union. We've just been getting some interviews in.
This is one of the many polling locations on campus. You still have time to vote. 2 hours left. You're probably getting texts like I am. Still. How did they get my number? I don't know.
I don't know.
No idea.
I think they just have a random number generator that just starts whipping them out.
Yeah.
They must.
Well, because I've gotten several that it's like, hi, Kellen. And I'm like, I'm not Kellen.
No, but it's scarier when they say my actual name.
No, they have said my actual
Yeah,
name.
and I'm like, how do you know that? I never gave you my name.
Hi, do you guys want to get interviewed? Free candy.
Free candy. You just
Oh,
have to
you
talk
have to-
about your voting
It's about
experience.
voting.
I voted last week, sorry.
That's fine. All right.
Well.
You can still be interviewed if you voted last week, just to clarify.
Yes,
You can be voted even if you can be interviewed even if you didn't vote and tell us why you didn't vote.
I was going to say,
That's true also.
do you guys have friends who didn't vote?
Probably it didn't say if they did or not.
I was gonna say,
I think so. Yeah, I mean, I think I have a couple friends that didn't vote. Some of them just like didn't. Some of them were like me. They didn't request an absentee ballot for their home state, and they really wanted to vote there. And they don't want to have to re-register or something. So I get that. But
it's important to vote here.
well, yeah. I mean,
So easy.
so I just forgot to get my absentee ballot back home, and I wanted to vote manually, so I register here.
Yeah, might as
Yeah.
well. If you're doing election coverage, you should probably vote.
I should probably vote.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, that's probably fair. I think that should be a prerequisite to doing any kind of election.
Yeah. I had a couple friends who told me they didn't want to
Did any of you guys want to be
too hard.
interviewed about your voting experiences?
Not today.
Not today.
Sounds good.
All right, all good.
Like one of them
Right.
was just like, it's too much work. I don't want to look that stuff up. And it's like, it's so easy.
It's really not that hard. I mean, they accept anything as proof of residence.
They
I
accept
showed them
that.
my Spectrum bill, like my internet bill.
I tried to show them my my bill for my like rent, but they wouldn't accept that. They made me go to my UW portal and like show my address there, but that was
Oh, I didn't
nice.
even know I could do that.
It was so easy.
That'd be
I enter
easy.
my address because my address was actually from my dorm freshman year when I voted in 2020 still. So
I also had to change my address today.
yeah, but it was so easy. Like they walk you through it. I'm like, I
Yeah.
did research ahead of time and I was still confused, so they walked me through it. They make it so easy for you. They have everything scannable. Like you could scan the place with my UW. So go do it in the next 2 hours. Really
Yeah,
important.
definitely.
Wherever you guys are from.
Yeah, I mean everything's just been super streamlined in general. I've been very impressed, and yeah, I don't know. I mean, just the whole experience has been cool. It is just weird the whole like I don't know, like the aura surrounding the election. Like it's just talked about. I feel like it's been talked about more in recent years for people to go out and vote.
It's also possible we're just older now.
That is a fair point.
That's true.
That's a really
Might
good
matter
point,
more.
Jeff. I didn't really think about it like that, but yeah, it is possible we're just older now.
I mean, but even hearing from my parents and grandparents, like politics is a lot more polarized than it has been, and voting is becoming more important because of those issues people were talking about.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think nowadays, like, it's more important than ever to go out and vote. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's a strange time to be, like, involved in politics.
Yeah, my first time voting was in the 2020 election, and that was
Mine
quite
too.
interesting.
Mine too.
It's
Oh man.
kind of crazy. I will say my earliest political memory or election memory was watching the Barack Obama Mitt Romney debates.
I remember watching the
in,
Romney
like,
McCain
2010.
debates when I was a kid.
When was that?
That was 2008.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so it probably would have been 2008 when I was watching the Romney.
Romney was 2012.
Okay, Romney and
Obama was
Obama.
2012.
So I guess that would have been 10 years ago. So I was like 10.
Wow, that was 10 years ago.
And
Oh my
I
God.
thought, so I did speech and debate in like
Same.
middle school, and I thought that like whoever won the debate was like the presidential winner. And in that debate, I guess it seemed to me that Mitt Romney.
And if you want to be interviewed about your voting experiences, all right, never mind.
no response.
Yeah, so I told my parents, I was
candy
like,
for
did
them.
Mitt Romney win the election? And they're like, that's not how it works.
Yeah.
So, in the end, Obama won that election, but I thought that was interesting. First memory of voting. in elections.
Yeah, definitely.
Did either of y'all watch the debate between
Between
it was Evers and Barnes?
no.
If
I
you want to
didn't
be
watch
interviewed
any
about your
debates.
voting experiences, get it free M&Ms.
You do get
All
free
right,
candy.
Never mind.
I also didn't watch the debate. I kind of forgot there was one.
Yeah, I forget that there is some for the smaller elections. I really only ever watched the presidential debates.
I did watch the senator.
You did?
Yep.
So,
It was pretty good.
Barnes versus Johnson.
It was really funny. Mandela Barnes, for every question, looks at the camera. Ron Johnson, for every question, looks at the... How's it
hi,
going?
do you want to
Hello.
be interviewed?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Fantastic.
All
You
right.
can stand on the X back there. Oh yeah, you're
Or
right
the
on
little,
that.
yeah, little line there, the little line of tape right there. You're pretty much standing
yeah,
on
sure.
it. All right. All right.
So, this is Lucas. This is Abigail. This is Jeff. If you're comfortable,
Yeah.
what's your name?
Will.
Will. Nice to meet you, Will. So, did you vote in this past election?
Yes, I did.
When did you vote?
A few days ago, I voted early in person.
Got it. And are you a Wisconsin resident?
No, I'm from Minnesota, but I mean, I've lived here for 30 days.
All right.
Can you say you were a...
Yeah, I'm from
You're
Minnesota.
Minnesota, yep.
Where are you from?
Twin Cities.
Oh, I'm from Rochester.
Oh, nice. All right.
So did you have to do out-of-state registration or anything like that?
It was pretty painless. I just changed it. When I was at the Nick, actually at the gym, I changed my registration there, and then once I got to the polling place, they just asked for some more ID. It was pretty simple.
And how long did it take you to vote overall?
Well, I heard there was a huge line over at that polling place, but it was even on the news I saw, but I missed it. So there were only like a few people ahead of me in line, so it took maybe 15 minutes.
Awesome. And then what issues are most important to you in this election?
I mean, I guess all of them. I don't know. I'm a partisan Democrat, really into politics. So I mean, I'm gay, so that's a big deal. Protecting the woman's right to get an abortion. The other ones, raising the minimum wage and legalizing marijuana are good. I just really strongly dislike the Republican candidates more than any specific set of policies. Although the policies are important to me too. It was really, I don't want Ron Johnson or Tim Michaels in office.
Were you happy to see that abortion was a referendum on the ballot?
Yeah, I mean, I think inflation and abortion were both pretty important to a lot of voters. I'm a student, and I don't spend that much money, so inflation isn't as big of a deal to me, but I certainly understand why it would be for other people. I think abortion, especially in red states and especially in swing states like Wisconsin, where we have a highly gerrymandered and kind of cutthroat Republican legislature, keeping Tim Michaels out of office so that there's no abortion ban passed is extremely important, even though it's possible and even likely that Republicans will get a veto-proof majority in the legislature this year. There might be enough defectors to stop any really crazy bills, but that's not going to be the case if Tony Evers isn't in office.
You could even speak on this a little bit, but do you feel like Wisconsin politics are different from Minnesota politics in certain ways?
Yeah, it's a lot less nice. I don't know, maybe that's just a cultural thing, but being here, like, you look at our senators' margin of victories, you know, Amy Klobuchar dominates. In 2012, granted it was 10 years ago, she won all but 2 counties, right? People just like our representatives a lot more. I think it's less of a cutthroat state than Wisconsin is.
You guys don't have anything else to add?
I got nothing else.
I was going to say, are you optimistic that the candidates you voted for?
Oh, with the candidates I voted for? Yeah, actually. I mean, I was pleasantly surprised with the turnout so far. I don't think Mandela Barnes is going to win. I didn't think he was going to win since like June when we got more accurate polling. But I think Mandela Barnes is really, really good at boosting urban turnout, especially among college students. So what we see here in Madison and in Milwaukee, it's just a massive turnout spike, with 85+% here. I think that will push Tony Evers over the line, although I don't want to jinx anything, so I guess I should say I hope it pushes Tony Evers over the line. I still think Ron Johnson will win, unfortunately, but I mean, you know, always hoping for an upset, right?
Yeah, if I had to make a prediction, and I don't know if this is biased or not, but just looking at numbers and stuff, I could see Evers and Johnson taking it this year.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Having Johnson run, or having Mandela Barnes run, I think was really good. Even though he apparently, alienated some suburban voters who saw him as too far left, I think his ability to boost turnout in the 2 major metropolitan areas was immense for Evers. Looking back, I think in other areas of the country, I'm friends with a Republican campaign staffer working in Virginia, and he says that things are going really well there for the Republicans. So in the House, we might be kind of screwed. I'm not concerned about, I think Mark Pocan, I don't even know his name.
Oh yeah.
But in the House, we might be screwed. But for all my candidates, I think I'll be pretty happy with how things turn out.
Yeah, awesome. I got nothing else.
I got nothing else.
All right.
Feel free to take some
Thank you
candy.
so much.
Sounds good.
I do have one question. Could you take a picture of this for our social media so we
Yes.
can get people to come out? Could you
Please.
get that in the picture too?
Or at least try.
Yeah,
You
you
can
don't
tilt it or
even
something.
work.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Is this for a podcast?
Just the Badger Herald.
Badger
Yeah, we're
I direct
Badger
the
Herald. It might be
podcast.
turned into a podcast, but right now we're actually live streaming
Oh,
News.
on YouTube. Yeah.
She writes news. I'm the podcast director. He's the video guy.
I am the video guy.
So we got the whole team here.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, thank you,
Thank
man.
you.
That was great.
Yeah,
Yeah, I love that.
I'm just gonna put this on my personal social media so that people can.
Yeah, that.
I want to see what it looks like.
It's quite the photo. It's in 0.5, so you can get more of it.
Oh.
Guys, use 0.5 font. That's my tip. So yeah, this is what it looks like.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Let's go.
You guys,
go.
Perfect. You
All
got everything
right.
in it.
Well, we might actually get some more people to come over.
I hope
I'm
we
still
get good
waiting.
audio from this.
Yeah, we do. I can get it. All the live streams are archived on YouTube.
No, I mean I just hope it's picking it up.
It's picking it up well enough. I've been listening to it sometimes.
Oh, do you have it in?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
let's go.
what this is. Yeah.
We
Well,
can splice
I
some
don't
stuff.
have it in at all times. I just what I can do is I can click this button. We have 0 viewers, so I can just mess around with this. I can click
On camera?
Preferably, yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay. This is being live streamed, but there is Yeah, you too.
Too. All right. Well.
I guess speaking of smaller candidates on the ballot, I feel like a lot of people have been talking about like not as many people are talking about the state senate and assembly elections. What have y'all been hearing about that?
So I did.
Do you guys have the Hot Girls phone stickers?
Oh no.
No, I actually have one.
There's a
but it's
ton.
mine.
Darn. Maybe they're over there.
Yeah, there's a
If you want to get interviewed,
We
I'll
do
give you my
have candy
sticker.
if you want to get interviewed. No. All right.
I don't like talking.
No, you're good. You're good.
You're good.
We like talking too much, so that's
Yeah.
Where is there a ton of them?
There
out
are
of library
people
mall.
outside like yelling at you, saying, "Did you vote?" And they give you a
I have
hug.
like four. Two of them are on that sign.
Okay.
If you can get them off the sign.
No, that's okay. I'll let you guys.
You got
Thank
it.
you.
See ya. See, I actually interviewed 2 state senators.
That's what we should have done. We should have
Article.
gotten the Hot Girls vote stickers.
Those are ahead.
Oh, there we go.
Oh yeah.
It-
Badger Herald Instagram is hyping us up.
Badger Herald Instagram is hyping us up.
Good. We appreciate that, Badger Herald Instagram. Hey, do
Yes.
you want to be interviewed?
I'm good.
Okay.
Aw. You get free candy.
You do get free candy. You think that'd be more of a draw?
I know.
It's working so far.
It is actually working.
It has worked
It's,
with a good amount of people. I think some people are just too hesitant to talk.
it's working better than I thought it would.
Hi.
Hi.
I don't know what's going on, but I'm impressed.
We're doing interviews
You wanna be
about your
interviewed?
voting experiences.
Oh,
I'll be happy to, but I have to run to the restroom because I'm old.
all
Sounds
right.
good. If you want to come back later, feel free.
Yeah.
What did he say he had to do?
So he has to use the bathroom because he's old.
Okay. Good to know. Only old people have to go use the bathroom.
Yep. You heard it here first on the Badger.
So what did you say about interviewing a state senator? You interviewed one?
Yes, I interviewed 2 about weed legalization.
Okay.
And I interviewed a Republican from, I don't remember the town. What was it? I can look it up actually.
Reedsburg.
No.
I don't
Von
know.
Block.
Reedsburg was the first one that popped into
It's
my
not
head.
Sun Prairie. Let me look him up. His name is Patrick Teston. He was the Republican.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Who was the?
I didn't really do that much research on like the whole.
On like the state
No.
races.
I felt very informed going in on like who I was voting for governor and like U.S. Senate, but otherwise I did not do that much research.
He's in the. He's in Stevens Point.
Oh, Stevens Point. Okay.
And then who's the other person I interviewed? I don't remember actually. It wasn't recently though. It was a long time ago.
Yeah. Most of the feedback I'm getting about that is that it's probably not going to change. That's what a lot of people are saying.
Yeah, because those people are. They're such small elections.
That name recognition is just so insanely
I was going to
important.
say I voted for the people whose name I recognize.
Yeah, it's name recognition is so insanely important in those elections.
Oh,
that,
Melissa
like,
Agard. That's who it was.
Okay. I recognize the last name.
Yeah, like for instance, like a lot of these state senators, a ton of them have been there since 2015, and some of them have been there since the 80s.
If-
Is there not a restriction on number of...
If we're talking
State senators don't do as much, so.
if we're talking, wait, hang on.
Secretary of State?
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
Doug LaFollette?
Yeah, if we're talking about people who have been here
He's been here a
since
long
he's
time.
been.
Isn't he related to?
One sec.
He's related to Robert LaFollette.
Yeah.
Who was a huge political figure.
Yep.
Because he was the governor
Yeah,
back in the
so
1900s.
he's 82. He has been the Secretary of State since 1983.
Yeah.
Oh, if he doesn't win, I'd be really surprised.
Yeah, no, I'd be shocked. I mean, he's been around since before my mom went to UW-Madison.
He's been around since my mom was in elementary school.
Which is strange because that's
Yeah,
the-
my mom was in middle school when he
Like-
was her Secretary of State. Like he has been around for a long time.
And I feel like
Either of you guys want to get interviewed?
You get free candy.
It's about voting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So
If you could just step back, there's a piece of tape there.
yeah.
so we can
Yeah.
get your head.
Yeah.
So we're with the Badger Herald. Technically, we're live streaming right now, but the only person watching is me. So really, this is more just to like get quotes and audio for.
What up, Jeff? How you doing?
Yeah. So you're comfortable. What's your name?
I'm
Well, not like the whole thing. But
Yeah. Dude, Tunnel Bob cameo.
That's crazy.
No one's watching.
That is-
Claim him as an official sponsor.
yeah, we could.
We should.
We could.
Oh my god.
That's insane.
I'm surprised you guys didn't know what Tunnel Bob was.
no, like I know
I mean,
who
I
he is.
do,
just
but like
don't-
I just didn't comprehend that
Yeah.
was Tunnel Bob.
Yeah,
you know?
that was Tunnel Bob.
I've never even heard him speak. I didn't know.
I've had
No,
like
he's
one
not
conversation
speaking.
with the guy before, just randomly, but that's 2 now.
That's exciting.
Oh my gosh. No one was watching. That makes me really sad.
I know.
I wish someone was watching when Tunnel Bob came.
See, but at least we know how to do this now, so we can like do this in the future.
I know,
Yeah,
that's kind of
Well,
exciting.
okay, in the future, I want to get a better setup because if I get like a capture card, I can have a real camera set up here, hooked up to the computer, which would be awesome.
That's true.
But alas,
Would you like to be interviewed? Awesome. You get candy too.
Yeah, you do get free candy.
If you guys want to introduce. Go ahead.
Yeah, I can ask a question. Have a good night.
All right.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't want to put the computer here because it blocks it, but you guys can like interrupt me at any point and just like say what it is.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
I just have it in front of me.
I've just been monitoring like the audio levels because I have to make it quieter when you talk, or you talk, and then louder when they talk.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because otherwise you make the microphone peak, or we can't hear it.
Got it.
So I
Should we
have-
move this forward?
Might not hurt actually. Cover the bass in candy. Yeah,
you're doing
I'm
good.
not.
You're doing great. I don't know how to do what you're doing.
It's not hard. You slide this thing. That's my job at the moment. Let me see. Okay, Jeff. Yeah, if you could stand over there.
Stand over here.
Stand where someone would stand.
Yeah. Sub, vote. Love voting.
Like I'm not monitoring. I might even slide a little bit farther.
Yeah, that will solve a lot of the problems because I'm
Yeah.
like right here, like,
Yeah.
and they're like talking.
You were particularly loud.
I have the loud voice.
Yeah, no, that's a good thing. Still 0 viewers.
I don't even know if anyone's gonna like tune in, but I don't really care. This is good, like this is good footage, and this can be used.
I'm also just kind of testing out the idea at the moment. Because I'd be down to do more live streams.
I was gonna say, when else are we thinking of doing? Would you do a live stream?
I've considered doing it for a Herald
You
Soccer.
guys want to be interviewed about voting?
I already voted.
No, just interview.
Yeah, just an interview. And then,
Live stream, but there's one person watching it, and it's me.
so
So no one's watching it, and it's more just to collect like quotes and stuff.
yeah.
Alright, yeah, it's not there's no pressure at all. You can be anonymous. We're kind of just collecting quotes and audio.
All good.
Yeah.
All right.
So what's your name?
It sounds so much better. since
Really?
we have a microphone.
That's awesome.
Crazy. I gotta bring this.
I want to switch.
Yeah.
You can have the computer. I don't even care.
Yeah,
Is there any other questions? I'm saying the same thing over and over again. Anything else we should ask?
I don't know.
One thing we were asking for the social media earlier today was like, why do you think it's important to vote?
Love it. You can
Yeah.
write it down.
Yeah, write it down.
That
Make sure.
I can figure out how to type.
I think I might have bought a little bit too much candy, honestly.
Well, we can bring it to the office.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
I'll take
Good thing I don't
it.
have morning
I-
class tomorrow.
Dude, I do, and I have to go to the Tony Evers event afterwards.
Is it actually a party?
Basically.
Where is it?
I have no idea. I have to ask Janani when I get to the office.
That's kind of exciting.
Yeah, I'm excited for it, honestly. Just gotta.
I wonder how long that will be though.
I'm probably gonna be there till 2 anyway. Yeah. Because let me put it this way: Tony starts talking at 1 a.m. Once they call it.
I wonder like what are they doing at that point, like at that event? Like people are just kind of hanging out.
I guess. I mean, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. Except what I've heard is this was interesting when Tunnel Bob came up and asked this, like, is that we might not know for sure the election results
Until
tonight.
tomorrow, yeah. Because
Yeah.
sometimes it goes to the next day. Sometimes it's like 2 or 3 days out before they're officially ratified.
Well, yeah, then people might question them.
Yeah. I mean,
Well, we know people are going to question that.
Yeah.
I hope there's nothing like that
Dude.
on any side. of
Yeah,
anything.
yeah. Who knows? I mean, I know like election integrity has been called into question a lot recently. Like, what do you guys like think about that as a?
I would say, like, to be honest, I don't want to sound like a conspiracy theorist or anything, because that's not what I'm saying. I feel like there are ways, it's such a simple registration process. I feel like if people wanted to fudge their identity somehow, they probably could.
Yeah.
Because people checking are just like students, like, they just like,
No, I
Not
think-
saying it happens all the time. I'm just saying I think it's possible.
Oh, definitely.
Even
I
just
mean,
with address validation, like that was really easy to do that. I mean, I had my license, so that that was proof I was a Wisconsin resident. But I think I was talking to someone about this the other day, like how most elections are going to have an extent of like not.
fraud. Yeah, and I mean,
And it's like, is it enough
Yeah.
to
yeah,
overturn?
there were a lot of investigations surrounding, especially the 2020 election. Would you like to talk about your voting experience?
I don't know if I have anything particularly profound to say.
That's all right.
We're with the Badger Herald.
Yeah.
Technically, we're just getting the audio and video. You don't have to say your name.
Oh, sick.
Don't
Yeah.
want to. But we just want to hear what people have to say about their time voting.
Yeah. When did you vote?
I voted this morning.
Okay.
Yeah, I think at like 11 o'clock or something.
I'm sorry. Could you take a step back for us onto that tape? Report.
Oh,
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we can get you in the video.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I hope this could be good audio. I think we should make a
Definitely.
podcast
I mean, it's
out
gonna
of
take
this.
some processing. I can do that in audition. But,
Oh yeah, this might take heavy. I can help.
oh
too.
yeah, this
we
is
should
gonna
probably
take
like
some
cut it
heavy
up.
processing. Yeah. No, it's gonna take some time to get through the
Let's go.
audition. But I think it'll be good all around.
And you guys want to be interviewed about your voting experiences?
get
Nothing
free
partisan, just about the general experience of it.
No, you go.
You,
Yes, right.
We can give.
You
We
get-
can
you
tell
get
you what
free
it's
candy.
for. We can tell you what it's for.
Sure, what's it for?
So we're the Badger Herald. Technically, we're live streaming this, but there is no one watching, so
Yes.
don't worry about that. Basically, at this point, we're just kind of collecting audio for either quotes, for articles, or you gotta answer the question.
Okay, sure.
All right, cool.
Alright.
Yeah, the first question we have for you is, when did you vote? Like, did you vote today?
I
or-
voted today.
All right, what was that experience like?
It was really
That's fair, yeah.
Have a good night.
All right, thank you guys.
Carter, you want to get interviewed about your voting?
No, I gotta go to class late, but
Class?
When's your class?
When's your class at?
Damn,
late
actually,
does that
you
go?
should just.
8:15.
Oh, that's not terrible.
It's not. Yeah, it's not too bad.
That's tough.
You want some candy?
Sure.
Yeah, you can just have some.
Sorry. Next time.
Yeah, you got it. Peace.
I have a 5 to 7, and I think that's late.
I have
I have
a
a
4 to
4,
6,
and I
but it's
think
a
that's
movie
like-
showing.
I have a 4 lab, and I still miss it sometimes. God,
Oh,
it's too
yeah.
late.
I know. I had a 4 to 5:15 last semester, and I was like, I'm not taking a night class ever again. And then I proceeded to sign up for a 5 to 7.
Is the audio? looking
Yeah,
good?
it's running.
How long should we go?
I don't know, like 7:20, I think.
All right, bet.
And then we can all head to the office for whatever watch party thing we're having.
Yeah.
Oh god, then I have to go to Tony.
Well, you're gonna have so much fun. So I'll talk to Tony Evers.
I have to shake his hand because Ben, at the last event that Tony Evers was at, he was at an alumni event that me, Janani, Ben, and Phoenix randomly showed up because he saw me and Ben on level.
Oh, dude, Phoenix is an election official this year.
Really?
He like counts. He's like a voting
Did
register.
you hear what happened with Phoenix at the event with the UN ambassador?
No.
So he sees me and Ben walking across library, or not library, East Campus Mall, and we're walking across, and he's like, where are you guys going? We're like, oh, we're going to this thing for the ambassador. And It was so random and insane, but it was really funny. There's just gonna be a random silent spot there because I muted it. You know?
It's
Does
okay.
this get like recorded and saved on our YouTube sometime?
Yes, I think we need to use this audio, or else this is pointless.
Yeah. Well, no, it's not pointless because
People can
it
watch it
proved the
later.
concept that I can actually.
That is true.
Well, no one's gonna watch this later, but
It's really long.
it's really long and not worth it in my opinion. And I made the thing, but I think this proves the concept that I could do this for other events. Because my biggest thing was I wasn't sure if my computer could handle live streaming.
Ava,
this long.
can we interview you? You get free candy.
Yeah.
You get free
I have
candy.
Moda in like 5 minutes, but how long will it take?
Like 1 minute.
Yeah, as little as you want, honestly.
Yeah. So
Alright,
you
if you
can
could just
stand
stay on the
behind
tape
that line.
there.
Oh, okay.
The video not what matters as much as just like the audio.
Yeah, that's most of what we're gonna be using from this. Anyway.
Moda too?
Yeah.
I think I know people that write for we definitely, I mean, we all probably do some level.
Yeah.
For the card?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're Badger Hero.
Yeah. Good luck, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Have fun at Mona.
That link on the Instagram
girl.
story has done nothing.
I know, no one's.
No one's joined. I'm a little
Well, I also
sad.
didn't post it. Like I didn't have time. Like it was up while we were doing this. So
Yeah,
I couldn't do it.
I mean, I could post it now, but we're ending in 25 minutes, so.
Post the link to where?
Do you think the audio sounds good?
Yeah, the audio sounds fine.
Okay.
I mean,
I really want it to sound good.
I mean, as good as it's gonna get. I'm so sad that microphone didn't work. The other one didn't work. I
think
don't
there's
know
something
why.
wrong with that microphone. Not gonna lie. 'Cause the
There's
first
nothing
time-
wrong with that microphone.
Is the
I'm updating
podcast
it.
going to be up on Spotify or is it just like SoundCloud?
So that's the thing. The Spotify account like doesn't work. I think we need like a premium account to post. Because we have the old account with a password, but it doesn't let me post. Or at least I can't figure it out.
No, you can upload to Spotify for free.
I literally.
At least you can upload.
You want to help
Do
me
you
with
answer
that?
some questions? Sure. It's just about your voting experience.
Yeah.
So, what's your name?
I'm Devin.
Okay, are you a student here? Or?
I am not. My girlfriend is a graduate.
should just post up at the union every day and just ask them about random stuff.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, if you have candy, people just do it. Hey, Ian. Actually, no, he can't be on it.
Why?
Because he works for the Herald.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, he's the,
Oh, is he
he's
the
the
sports?
sports guy.
Oh, I
I did
didn't
the
see
rugby
him.
video with him.
I need to do a swimming thing with him.
Yeah.
Swimming.
We might interview a swimmer. Unless you want to interview a swimmer, because you can.
I'm a swimmer. Well, I was a swimmer.
If you want to interview a professional
Oh.
Yeah. She's an Olympian, right?
Olympian swimmer.
Yeah.
Oh, you're interviewing an Olympian swimmer.
Well, anybody who wants to interview the Olympian swimmer can interview
what?
them. For the podcast.
Oh, I'll interview the Olympian swimmer.
I don't remember.
can't
No, I think
remember.
the rower was an Olympian.
No, yeah, you might be right. I think the rower was an Olympian.
There is an Olympian swimmer. Who is it that you're interviewing?
Michael Wong.
Okay, I don't think that's her. There was.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think the Olympian is.
Also, I did just hear back. Speaking of future videos, I did just hear back from the owner of Suki's. We're friends. We're a team. And
Okay.
he's okay with me doing like a little video tour.
I would be down to do that.
Because it's a really interesting restaurant, what they're doing there. Like, they've got some interesting stuff going on. Have you been in Suki's?
No.
They have like late night stuff. Guys, on the way to the Herald, they have free tots tonight and trivia.
Free tots and trivia. What is Suki's? Like what kind of food is this?
It's a vegan restaurant. All vegan.
Is that the veggie burger place?
Yes. It's entirely, everything is vegan, and his mission is to like take over the fast food industry with veganness.
Oof.
That's
It's going to be a tough
sell.
sell, but I
That's
hope
what I
he
said,
does
yeah.
it.
No, but it's like really interesting. He's like super passionate about sustainability, ending climate change. It's really cool interviewing him.
Yeah, this one I'm just eating it, bro. It doesn't matter. I spent like $30.
Now you got candy for like a year. It doesn't go bad.
What?
It doesn't go bad.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
so hard.
It's just gum.
Yeah.
Or other stuff.
I'm not chewing gum, so I can't talk.
Hi, do you want to be interviewed? Just about your election experience, voting experience.
We can take this one. 'Cause I got gum in my mouth.
Sounds good. So first off, could you introduce yourself? What's your name?
Yeah.
Go here.
I'm Snape, and I am from India, but I was born here, so I've come back after a while. But yeah. for that. Thank you.
Oops.
You can have that one too if you want.
Thanks.
Yep. Have a good night. See, I was hoping. The reason I asked about the India thing is because they have the biggest democracy in the world, and like their whole process is very different.
I'm just gonna close this because I've never asked the question.
I have to. And they have like a variety of parties too, and they have a whole different system. So that's what I was wondering. I don't know if she's a grad student or not. Maybe she's
Yeah.
voted.
She was 18. She wasn't a grad student.
Did she say that?
Yeah, she said she was 18.
Oh, I missed
Since
that.
She just turned 18.
Yeah, she said it was her first time voting.
Yeah, she's definitely not a grad student.
I wasn't paying attention to that part.
I actually know a 19-year-old who's like graduating this next year.
Actually, so do I. There's one of my friends, Alex. He's graduating this year with me, and he's 19.
It's just crazy.
He's gonna be 20 when he graduates. Right? Well, actually, so am I. But he will have just turned 20. It will be my last week of being 20 when I graduate.
Yeah.
It's fucked. I won't be able to leave. Do anything.
I'm starting to get mental fatigue.
Yeah, I mean, we can end it at like 7:10.
Yeah.
That's an hour and a half live streaming. Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds great. Maybe we
Also,
can
I'm
get
Unless we
worried.
get some like crazy good interview soon.
I really want to interview Tony Barber, but I don't know if he votes.
I don't think he votes.
I don't think he votes.
Maybe he spoke. He spoke.
He did speak. On
We got
But
some
like,
content.
we could cut out that. We could grab
Tunnel
this
Bob
video,
on
cut out
voting.
that portion, post it everywhere.
Tunnel Bob on the election.
Yeah. Tunnel Bob's take. He wants to know when he's gonna find
Any of you
out.
want to be interviewed about your voting experiences?
You get free candy.
No, thank you.
You're good. You're good.
It's in 10 minutes. So register and vote.
Oh,
It does
do you
take
want to
10
get
minutes
interviewed
to
about your voting experiences?
I kind of look crazy.
The video, we're not even using the video to be honest.
Yeah, we're not really using
It's
the
really
video.
fun.
It's going to be mostly audio.
We were live streaming, but the only person watching it is me on my computer.
at the moment.
So
the audio might get used for a podcast.
we're with the Badger Heralds. We're just collecting like audio, so we can have. It could be even anonymous, just quotes from students or anybody. So yeah, do both of you want to get interviewed?
Sure.
Well, what are both of your names?
I'm Tariana Lyles. I'm Michaela Harris.
Got it. I'm Jeff. This is.
I'm Abigail.
Here, let me see if we can get you guys both in the shot though, just for.
We just got out of dance practice, so we kind of look crazy.
No, it's all good.
Did you? So.
I can. Thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Have a good night.
Oh, I like this.
Take as much as you want. You guys are going to be our
I'll
last
take two.
interview of the night.
Thank you.
All right, well, That's us signing off, I guess.
a great live
Thank you
stream.
to like the.
Oh.
Oh.
Do you want to get interviewed?
Want to get interviewed?
Let's go.
All right, I guess we got one more. We got one more. We're not signing off.
Oh, if
just
you
yet.
guys want to leave, I'm
No,
sorry.
We have nothing else to do. We're
Stand
gonna
on,
go watch
that-
the election and
that
drink
tape
beer.
for us.
Yeah.
That's it.
Actually, move a little bit over this way.
You did.
All right. Yeah. That'll work. All right. Yeah. Go ahead.
What's your name and?
All right. Well, now I say we wrap it up for real this time.
Just actually
Thank you to
signing off.
the